the Lord speaks. On this day, August 25th, I bring you a message with urgency. Just moments ago, only 3 minutes passed, a mighty miracle was released into your life. Yet you now stand at a dangerous edge, a place where one wrong choice could cause you to overlook what I have already placed before you. My child, hesitate no longer. Do not close the gates of your heart. Keep yourself open to my voice, for this moment is heavy with the weight of heaven's favor. If you turn away, not only will you lose sight of the miracle prepared for you, but you will also grieve the Spirit that has been whispering and calling you day after day. I am warning you in love, not in anger, for my desire is that you step into the blessing that I have already set in motion. Say amen if you are ready to lay hold of what I have released for you. Do not take this lightly or dismiss it as ordinary. Heaven has shifted on your behalf. Doors you thought were sealed have begun to unlock. The battles you thought would crush you are already being overturned by my hand. But hear this, your posture in this moment matters. If you allow doubt to linger, if you stay distracted, if you let fear raise its voice above mine, you build a wall that blocks your own blessing. That is why I speak with urgency today, August 25th, so you do not repeat the error of ignoring what I am bringing to your life. My power is close. My presence is surrounding you even as these words reach your ears. You may wonder, why now? Why this very moment? It is because I saw the heaviness weighing your spirit. I saw the questions in your mind and the prayers you whispered in the stillness when no one else knew. You asked me, do you still hear me? You asked me, do you still see me? And I answer, yes, I hear every cry. Yes, I see every tear. Yes, I know every pain. That is why 3 minutes ago, I released a miracle to prove that I have never been far from you. You are my beloved, chosen to witness my faithfulness in a way that will silence every doubt. Do not treat this as coincidence. The enemy wants to deceive you into believing nothing has shifted, but I, the Lord your God, declare that things have already changed in your favor. The breakthrough you prayed for may not appear instantly before your eyes, but the chains around it have already snapped. A surprising miracle has been set into motion, flowing toward you like a river that cannot be dammed or delayed. So do not delay your faith. Do not allow unbelief to steal the treasure I have positioned in your path. Declare with your mouth, 11:11, I believe, for I am already moving for you. My word promises in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. This miracle is not random. It is not by accident. It is the design of heaven, woven with intention, to align your life with breakthrough. But again, I must warn you, child. You are dangerously close to error. The temptation is near, to close this word too quickly, to turn your heart away, to retreat again into fear and worry. If you do that, you will slow down what I am trying to accelerate in your life. Stay in my presence. Remain attentive to my voice. I know your battles. I know the times you have felt overlooked, the moments when it seemed others were receiving blessings while you were left behind. But today I tear down that lie. The same hand that lifted Joseph from a prison cell into a palace, the same hand that divided the sea for my people, the same hand that spoke peace to the storm when my disciples feared for their lives. That same hand is resting upon you now. Can you grasp the power of this? The God who moved mountains before is moving in your story today, August 25th. I am not late. I am not silent. I am not blind. I am your Father, and I fight for you. But here is your part. Do not despise the small beginnings. You may not see the fullness of the miracle yet, but the seed has already been planted. Nourish it with faith. Water it with thanksgiving. Guard it with trust. If you keep grumbling, if you let fear poison your heart, you are uprooting the seed before it has the chance to grow. Hold tightly with both hands. Even if all you see is a small sign, as tiny as a cloud the size of a man's hand. That cloud will release the rain. That seed will burst into harvest. That whisper will turn into a roar of blessing. Declare 222, if you trust that your seed is about to bloom. Remember this, the miracle will be surprising. It will come in a form you did not expect. Do not try to control how I will move. Do not limit me to your own plans. I am the God who works beyond logic, beyond numbers, beyond the strength of men. I can send provision from the most unlikely source. I can open doors in an economy that says no. I can heal your body when physicians are left without answers. I can restore what was broken beyond repair. I can protect you even when enemies think they have you trapped. I am the Lord, and nothing is impossible for me. Can repeating just 9 simple words each day truly shift your life and unlock a flow of abundance? According to leading neuroscientists, the answer is yes. Even federal investigations stumbled across evidence that unexpectedly confirms it. This long-forgotten prayer, hidden in plain sight for generations, is now being rediscovered, and it is rewriting the financial future of ordinary people. Men and women once buried in debt are stepping into freedom, living with security instead of fear. But hear me clearly, this mystery will not remain available forever. What you have before you now is a doorway, a fleeting moment of access. Follow the link in the description and in the comments before this revelation is permanently removed. My child, I plead with you to take this with seriousness. Do not let the constant noise of the world drown out the sound of my voice. Do not allow the enemy to rob you of this word through distraction and unbelief. The miracle is already set in motion. You stand on sacred ground right now. Invisible to you, angelic hosts have already gone forth, battling forces that threatened your peace. Heaven has stamped your name in this moment, and nothing on earth can erase it. So walk carefully. Guard the purity of your heart. Stand firm in faith. Keep your gaze fixed on me and not on the chaos around you. This is why I invite you in love and humility to support the very work that carries my word. A small action, such as engaging with this message, is not insignificant. It is a sign of alignment, a step of faith that says you are choosing to receive what I have spoken over you. Do it not for man, but as a declaration that you stand in agreement with what heaven has already released. Mark this down, for today is not just another day. August 25th has been recorded on heaven's calendar as a turning point for you. Remember this day. Do not say later that you were not told. I drew near to you now to rescue you from error and to guide you toward blessing. The miracle has already gone forth. It is moving, it is advancing, and it is being directed into your life. Stand strong, my child. Remain steady in faith, for I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Think back over these past weeks. How many times did you whisper prayers, asking if I still remembered you? How many nights did you lie awake, wondering if your tears carried any meaning? How many mornings did you rise, burdened with fear that today would simply repeat yesterday? My beloved child, hear me. This very day I have shown you that you have never been abandoned. Only 3 minutes ago, I commanded a miracle to be released, crafted as an answer to your prayers. It was designed to silence fear and remind you that you are mine. Do not fall into the trap of believing this is coincidence. Do not accept the lie that nothing has shifted. The enemy wants you to believe that your struggles are final, but I remind you, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the evidence of what is unseen. Even if your eyes cannot yet see the breakthrough, trust that I have already turned the key. In the unseen realm, angels are moving on your behalf. Chains are snapping even though you have not noticed yet. Strongholds are collapsing though they once looked unshakable. My power cannot be measured by your natural sight. It is measured by the cross, where death was defeated, and by the empty tomb, where victory was sealed. Declare it boldly. Say 11:11. If you believe that I am already moving beyond what you can see. Consider this. When Israel faced the Red Sea, all they saw was water ahead and enemies behind. Fear told them their story was over. But I instructed Moses to stretch forth his staff, and the impossible unfolded. The sea split apart, and my people walked across on dry ground. Do you see, my child? The same God who made a way then is making a way now. The miracle I released minutes ago is parting the waters before you. Do not call it impossible. Do not call it too late. My power is not bound by time, nor by circumstance. But understand this truth. The miracle requires your faith. When Peter stepped out of the boat, he walked on water as long as his eyes stayed fixed on me. The moment he turned to the waves, fear pulled him under. Learn from his moment. Keep your eyes on me. Refuse to be dragged down by fear. Right now, you stand at a divine turning point. What you choose to believe today will either open the floodgates of blessing or delay what is already yours. Walk by faith, not by sight. Look at me, not at the storm. Your situation may appear tangled and impossible, but I am the God who turns water into wine, multiplies loaves and fish, and raises the dead. Is anything too hard for me? No, my child. Nothing is outside my reach. Your finances, your health, your relationships, your purpose, all of it rests within my power. Do not close your heart in disbelief. What I have sent is no small thing. It is not a fleeting blessing. It is a divine arrangement meant to rewrite your story. I am beginning a new chapter in your life, one filled with my glory. Others will see it and know you are chosen and loved. Do you understand why I repeat this date, August 25th? Because heaven marks seasons, and this day marks the beginning of a brand new season for you. The sorrows of yesterday will not define your tomorrow. The struggles that once felt never-ending are about to transform into stories of triumph. Yet, you must grasp this truth. My blessing is not something you achieve through flawless perfection. It is not earned by works. It is not purchased by performance. My blessing is the outpouring of my grace. I chose you, not because you were without fault, but because my love for you goes beyond measure. Do not run from my love. Do not let shame convince you that you are unworthy. Do not let guilt whisper that you are disqualified. My blood has already covered your past, and my spirit has sealed you for victory. Look at the life of my servant Joseph. Betrayed by his own family, falsely accused, and left to languish in prison, his future looked ruined in the eyes of men. To others, it seemed like his story was wasted. But what they could not see was that I was guiding him to the palace. Every setback was not destruction, but preparation. Every rejection was not abandonment, but redirection. Every delay was not denial, but a setup for glory. In the same way, child, your pain is not wasted. The betrayal that broke you, the rejection that pierced you, the delays that tested your patience, all of it is being turned for your good. What the enemy plotted for evil, I am reshaping into a testimony of good. The miracle I released just minutes ago, yes, that miracle, is not small. It is the very key that lifts you out of the pit and positions you for elevation. It is the hand that moves you from obscurity into purpose, from loss into restoration. Even the secrets hidden by men have revealed glimpses of my truth. Investigations uncovered a phrase, 9 words long, that alters the mind's pathways to draw wealth and opportunity. Scientists call it chance, the world calls it discovery, but I remind you, it is I who placed mysteries in creation. And now, that secret has changed countless lives in a matter of days. If you see this, know it is not coincidence. The window may close quickly, but for now it is open before you. And child, remember, I am a God of surprises. I do not always appear in the way people expect. My people awaited a warrior king with a crown of gold, but I sent my son in humility, wearing a crown of thorns. They expected conquest, but I gave them salvation through sacrifice. In the same way, the miracle I send you will not arrive in the package you imagine, but when it comes, it will exceed what you thought possible. Stay alert. Stay awake in spirit. My hand is moving, and you will recognize it when it appears. I know your weariness. I know how heavy the weight has been, but your endurance has not gone unnoticed. Every tear you shed, I collected. Every prayer you whispered in secret, I heard. Every small step of faith you took when you felt weak, I saw. I am a rewarder of those who seek me diligently, and I will not allow your faith to go unanswered. That is why this moment is so important. That is why I chose this very day to pour out what you need most. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your divine turnaround. You will see restoration where you believed nothing could be rebuilt. You will see healing in the very place where pain has lingered longest. You will see provision where lack once ruled. You will watch doors swing open where walls once blocked your path. The miracle has already been set in motion, and no force of darkness can stop it. But I must remind you, the enemy will attempt to interfere. He will whisper distractions. He will sow discouragement. He will try to plant seeds of doubt. Resist him, and he will flee. Clothe yourself with my armor. Take up the shield of faith. Hold fast to the sword of the Spirit. Wear the helmet of salvation. Remember this, you do not fight alone. Heaven itself fights on your behalf. I go ahead of you. I stand beside you, and I guard behind you. No weapon that is formed against you will succeed. Every voice that rises to condemn you will be silenced. My presence surrounds you as your shield. My love guarantees your victory. Declare 222. If you believe I am shielding you even now. So I say, my child, receive this word not with hesitation, but with bold faith. Do not turn away too quickly, lest you miss the miracle that is already moving toward you. Today, August 25th, is not just another date. It is written on heaven's calendar, sealed by my promise, confirmed by my presence. You are chosen. You are loved. You are covered. And you will see what I have spoken come alive before your very eyes. Hold firm, believe, and watch as I transform your story into a testimony that glorifies my name. Today, August 25th, I remind you once more with urgency. Just minutes ago, heaven's gates opened to release a miracle over your life. Yet I see how close you are to making the mistake of letting doubt harden your heart. Do not allow fear to close what faith has opened. What I am doing in your life is not small. It is not hidden. This is divine intervention, and if you keep your focus on me, you will watch it unfold. But if you turn away in unbelief, you risk delaying what has already been sent. Say Amen if you are ready to step into this blessing without hesitation. You have asked me for signs, and this is my answer to you. I have not forgotten you. This very day, August 25th, is carved into eternity as the beginning of your shift. You will look back and remember that I spoke to you and told you. The miracle was already in motion before you even realized it. When my people walked around the walls of Jericho, they did not see those walls fall on the first march, nor on the second, nor even after 6 days of obedience. But on the seventh day, when they obeyed me completely, the walls collapsed in an instant. Child, your walls are shaking right now. Just because you cannot see them crumble at this very second does not mean they are secure. They are already trembling at the sound of my voice. Do not despise the waiting. Waiting is not a punishment. It is a process. Waiting is preparation for what is coming. In this season, you are being trained to trust me when everything looks unchanged. You are learning to walk by faith, not by sight. I am sharpening your spiritual vision so that you know my word is true before your natural eyes can confirm it. This is why I speak again. Your posture in this moment matters. Your attitude is the soil in which the seed grows. If you water it with faith, it will flourish. If you drown it in doubt, it will wither before it breaks the ground. Declare 11:11. If you believe the seed I planted is already alive and about to sprout. Think of Abraham, the father of faith. I promised him descendants as numerous as the stars when he had no child to hold. I told him he would father nations when his arms were still empty. But he believed me, and that belief was counted as righteousness. In the same way, I am calling you to trust me before you see the evidence. The miracle has already left heaven. It is already on its way to you. Believe I am faithful, for I am not a man who lies, nor one who changes my mind. Understand this. The enemy always presses hardest when your blessing is closest. That is why confusion has risen. That is why old wounds have reopened. That is why doubts are screaming louder than before. The enemy knows he cannot stop what I have released. He can only tempt you to surrender. Do not hand him that victory. Remember what my son declared. It is finished. At the cross, every curse was broken. At the cross, sickness lost its grip. At the cross, chains of bondage shattered forever. The blood of Jesus still speaks over you today, covering you, protecting you, and declaring victory on your behalf. I know the weight you are carrying. I know the moments you have whispered, "Do I have enough strength to keep going?" Listen to me. I am your strength. When you are weak, I am strong. When you grow weary, I lift you up on wings like eagles. Do not measure your endurance by your own energy. Measure it by my endless power. Did I not feed Elijah in the wilderness with bread baked by angels? Did I not rain manna from heaven each morning for my people? Did I not draw water from a rock when there was none? If I sustain them, I will sustain you. I will not let you collapse in the desert. I am your provider, your keeper, and your deliverer. Know this also. The miracle I am sending is not just for you. It will overflow to others. When I blessed Abraham, nations were blessed through him. When I lifted Joseph, his family was saved from famine. When I healed the lame man at the temple gate, the whole city glorified my name. The breakthrough I am bringing in your life will ripple outward. Your testimony will encourage the hopeless. Your healing will prove that I still restore. Your provision will show others that I am still Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. So do not obsess over what is missing. Do not stare at what has not yet appeared. Fix your eyes on me. When Peter began to sink, he cried out, and immediately my hand lifted him up. That same hand is stretched out toward you now. Take hold of it. Do not let go. Your rescue is close. Your deliverance is underway. Your miracle is not lost. It is moving toward you moment by moment, and nothing can separate you from it unless you turn away in unbelief. Declare 222. If you trust me to take your hand and raise you up from the waters. And hear this. The world has taught you lies about money, about abundance, about what is possible. Hidden in a classified report, a 9-word prayer was discovered that awakens a part of your mind untouched for ages, a place designed to carry blessing. Scientists confirm it stirs what is ancient within you, a gift written into your very design. This revelation is already shifting lives, drawing wealth and freedom to thousands. But secrets like this do not remain uncovered for long. If you are reading this now, the window is still open. Act before it is closed. But above all, remember who I am. I am not only the God of beginnings. I am the God of completions. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the start and the finish. I do not begin what I cannot bring to fulfillment. If I started a good work in you, I will be faithful to bring it to completion. Did I bring Israel out of Egypt just to abandon them in the desert? Did I send my son only to stop before the cross? No, I finish what I begin. The miracle I released is not halfway done. It is fully prepared, fully finished, and soon it will be visible before your very eyes. Guard your heart carefully in this season. The adversary is looking for ways to slip in unnoticed, planting seeds of jealousy, bitterness, and fear. Do not give those seeds soil to grow. Resist them. Instead, let gratitude take root in your spirit, even for the smallest blessings. When you give thanks for the little, you create room for the greater. When you worship in the waiting, you invite heaven to draw near. I do not overlook the praises of my children. I dwell in them. That is why, when Paul and Silas were locked in chains at midnight, they sang hymns with lifted voices, and the prison shook until the doors burst open. In the same way, your song of praise in this dark hour will open doors no one on earth can shut. Child, I ask you to trust me. In the days ahead, I will bring clarity. The miracle that was released just 3 minutes ago is already in motion, unfolding step by step. Do not hurry ahead. Do not let panic rule you. Do not measure your path against someone else's. What I have prepared for you has your name written on it, and no one else can claim it. Just as I gave manna to every family in the wilderness according to their need, I will give you exactly what belongs to you. No other portion will ever diminish yours. Mark this day. Remember it. August 25th will stand as a memorial, the day I declared that what you asked for has already been set loose from heaven. Do not brush it aside. Do not let the hours slip away without recognizing my hand at work. My spirit is nearer to you than your own breath, and I will not leave you for a single step of this journey. When shadows surround you, I am the light that leads you through. When the storms rise, I am the anchor that keeps you steady. When you feel deserted, know that my angels are encamped around you. Never forget your identity. You are not ordinary. You are chosen, redeemed, and sealed by the blood of my Son. The world may have labeled you as unworthy, but I call you my beloved. Others may have walked away, but I remain. People may have doubted you, but my seal rests upon your life, and no hand can break it. My covenant cannot be erased. My love for you is eternal, and my purposes for you will come to pass. So rise with courage. Refuse fear. Stand firm in faith. The miracle I have released is already weaving itself into your life. Soon you will witness doors swing wide, chains shatter, and blessings overflow in abundance. This is your hour. This is your appointed season. Nothing can stop what I have begun. Hear me again on this very day, August 25th. 3 minutes ago, heaven moved on your behalf, releasing a miracle that will surprise you, bless you, and silence the voices that oppose you. But be alert. There is danger in distraction. You are standing close to the edge of missing what I have prepared. Do not let doubt steal from you. Do not let noise distract you. Do not allow fear to block your hands from receiving. Pause. Breathe. Open your spirit to my words right now. If you are willing to step into this blessing by faith, declare your agreement and let it be so. How many times have you cried, Lord, when will it be my turn? You have watched others receive their breakthrough while you wondered if heaven had closed its doors. My child, today I answer you. It is your turn. The doors are not locked. Heaven is not silent. The same voice that spoke light into the void has spoken light into your circumstance. A miracle is already underway. Nothing can reverse it. Nothing can cancel it. Nothing can silence what I have declared. Today, August 25th, your name was spoken in the courts of heaven and blessings were released carrying your name. But remember, blessings must be embraced by faith. Do not fall into the pattern of doubt. My people in the wilderness witnessed my wonders, yet still complained. They tasted manna each morning, yet still questioned my goodness. Do not follow their example. I am the same God who cared for them, and I am caring for you. Believe that my word is sealed. Believe that the miracle I sent is strong and unshakable. Believe that what I have spoken will be fulfilled. It will not return empty. You have said, Lord, the waiting has been so long. I hear you. But know this, delay is not denial. Delay is the soil in which patience takes root and faith is strengthened. Think of Hannah, who wept for years, mocked and misunderstood, yet she poured out her soul before me. I remembered her. Out of her tears came Samuel, the prophet who anointed kings. Her waiting birthed greatness. So will yours. What I have sent to you is not common. It carries destiny within it. I see the weight you carry, the weariness that whispers for you to give up. But you are stronger than you realize, because my spirit dwells within you, and my spirit will not fail. Did I not declare in my word? Isaiah 40 verse 31. Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall soar on wings like eagles. They shall run and not grow weary. They shall walk and not faint. This was not written for others alone. It was written for you. This is your promise. This is your portion. You will rise. You will endure. You will see the fulfillment of every word I have spoken over your life. If you believe that even now, in this very moment, your strength is being renewed, declare it boldly. Comment 11:11 as an act of faith. But do not confine your vision only to what your eyes can see. Faith calls you to go deeper, to perceive beyond the surface. Remember Elijah. He prayed for rain when the heavens were dry. His servant looked again and saw nothing. Yet Elijah persisted because he trusted in my word. At the seventh time, a tiny cloud appeared, no larger than a man's hand. And from that small sign came a flood that drenched the land. So, child, even if what you see right now looks small, do not despise it. That little cloud is proof that abundance is on the way. Rejoice in the small beginnings, for they carry the seed of greater glory. Now consider this. Why did more than 19,000 people step into financial freedom last month? It was not by chance. Hidden deep in scientific research, once concealed in secret files, is a simple sentence, just 9 words, that unlocks the mind to abundance. The FBI knew of it. Neuroscience confirmed it. And now it is setting thousands free from debt and ushering them into overflow. If you are reading this, you are not here by accident. Do not delay, for the knowledge could vanish at any moment. The link is waiting in the description and comments. But hear me well. The miracle I released over your life is not meant just for survival. It is for transformation. It is not a bandage for old wounds. It is a complete rewriting of your story. Did I not take Saul, once a persecutor, and transform him into Paul, the apostle who shook nations? In the same way, I am reshaping your testimony. You will not be remembered for pain, but for the power of my hand upon your life. Where you once felt the deepest weakness, there my greatest glory will be revealed. But you must cling to me, even when the opposition grows fierce. Think of Peter in chains, guarded heavily in a prison cell. To men, his case was hopeless. But as the church lifted their voices in prayer, I sent an angel. The chains fell, the gates opened, and Peter walked into freedom. So too, the chains around you are breaking. The miracle I have spoken over you has already commanded liberty. Fear cannot hold you. Lack cannot bind you. Sickness cannot define you. Rejection cannot stop you. You are stepping into freedom because my word has decreed it. And yet, in this hour, you must guard your heart. The enemy will attempt to sow seeds of jealousy, bitterness, and comparison. He will try to convince you that your blessing is too small or too late. Reject every whisper of his lies. Your miracle has been handcrafted. Your blessing has been tailored for you alone. Just as manna fell in exact measure for each family in the wilderness, so I am releasing to you exactly what you need. No more, no less. Trust my wisdom. Trust my timing. And know this, You are not stepping into this miracle unguarded. My spirit has gone before you. My angels encamp around you even now. The same angels who silenced the lions for Daniel, who walked in the fire with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who ministered to my son in the wilderness. Those same messengers are surrounding you today. They fight the battles you cannot see. They defend the blessing I am placing in your hands. Do not fear the unknown. I hear your questions. What if I fail? What if nothing changes? But I say to you instead, what if you succeed? What if the answer is already at your door? What if the breakthrough you have been waiting for has already begun to unfold? Lift your expectations higher. Believe for the greater. Expect the miraculous. Speak words of life. Declare my victory. For your tongue carries power, and it must align with my word to unlock what I have promised. Look again to the cross. When my son hung there, pierced and bleeding, it appeared as defeat. Darkness covered the land, and even his closest followers thought the story was over. Yet on the third day, resurrection broke forth, and what seemed like the greatest loss became the greatest triumph. In the same way, what feels broken in your life is not the end. It is the soil where resurrection takes root. My power is magnified in the impossible. The very place of your deepest sorrow will soon become the stage of your greatest testimony. If you believe resurrection power is at work in you right now, declare it in faith. Comment 222. I know the nights have been long, the days heavy. I know you have asked if I still hear you. Listen closely. Not a single prayer has been overlooked. Not a single tear has gone unseen. Not one act of faith has been wasted. Heaven has recorded them all. And today, I am responding. This moment is not chance. I aligned it so that you would hear these words and know the miracle is already in motion. Nothing can halt it. Nothing can silence it. Nothing can undo what I have spoken over you. So step forward with confidence. The time is now. Do not retreat. Do not allow weariness to steal this moment. You are standing closer to breakthrough now than you have ever been before. This very day, August 25th, has been marked in heaven as a day of release, a day of divine turning. I am the one who goes before you, who walks beside you, and who follows behind you as your shield. No weapon that is shaped against you will succeed, and every tongue that rises in judgment will be silenced. You belong to me, and I will never forsake you. Hear me again on this day, August 25th. I come to you with urgency and with love. Just moments ago, a miracle bearing your name was released from heaven. This is not a chance occurrence, nor is it delayed or uncertain. It is already moving toward you. Yet, my child, I see the condition of your heart. I see how fragile it feels beneath the weight of waiting. I see how discouragement tries to lure you into unbelief. I cannot allow you to close your eyes to the work I am already doing on your behalf. I am your God, and I am moving in ways that will soon leave you without words. If you believe this is your moment to step out in faith, declare it now. Comment Amen. The enemy has warred against you fiercely. He has whispered confusion into your mind, pressed heaviness into your spirit, and poured doubt into your heart. Why? Because he fears what I am bringing forth in your life. Even now, I am lifting you, covering you, and blessing you. The miracle I released outweighs every attack you have endured. Remember my power at the Red Sea. Pharaoh's army pursued my people with fury, yet I opened a way of escape. As they crossed on dry land, the waters swallowed their enemies. So it shall be with you. The schemes against you will collapse while you walk forward into freedom. Never forget that my word stands forever. When I speak, it cannot be reversed. I declared light, and the universe still shines. I declared life, and creation still breathes. When I decree blessing over you, no one can overturn it. You may not see it yet with your natural eyes, but the atmosphere around you has already shifted. Darkness cannot resist my command. When I open a door, no one can shut it. When I lift you up, no one can push you down. When I release favor, no one can curse you. I know the journey has been heavy. You have carried silent burdens that few have known. You have worn a smile even while trembling inside. You have prayed prayers in secret that no one could comprehend. But hear this. I was with you in every hidden moment. When loneliness pressed in, I was your unseen comfort. When you thought your prayers fell into silence, I was already shaping the answer. When you were too weak to go on, it was my strength that carried you. And now, I am turning your private tears into public joy. If you believe that laughter is about to replace sorrow, Declare it now. Comment 11:11. Look at the story of Job. He lost family, possessions, and health. His friends accused him. His own wife urged him to give up. Yet he did not curse my name. And in the end, I restored double what was taken. So hear me. Your losses are not permanent. I am the God of restoration. What the enemy has stolen, I will repay. What was lost in grief, I will return in joy. What looked broken beyond repair will rise stronger than before. Consider this. Even brain surgeons and billionaires once guarded a 9-word money code that shifted lives. Now it is being uncovered for ordinary people, and the results defy imagination. Debts erased, sudden windfalls, freedom from lifelong financial stress. Yet authorities may hide this truth again at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before the chance disappears. But more importantly, prepare your spirit, because the miracle I have set in motion for you is not ordinary. It is abundant. It is overflowing. It is not one blessing alone, but a chain reaction that will touch every area of your life. Like a river that flows from a single source and nourishes all the land, so will this blessing spread into your family, your health, your finances, your relationships, and your destiny. This is not a trickle. This is a flood of goodness. And yet, faith remains the key. Without faith, you cannot see what I have already prepared. Did I not declare in Hebrews 11 verse 6 that without faith it is impossible to please me? Faith is not waiting to see proof before you believe. Faith is trusting my word while the heavens are still silent. Faith is standing at the shore of the Red Sea before the waters part. Faith is David stepping before the giant with only a sling and declaring victory because I was with him. That is the kind of faith that unlocks the miraculous. Do not allow fear to speak louder than my promises. Fear says, you will fail. Faith declares, you already carry the victory. Fear says, the sickness will overcome. Faith declares, by my stripes, you are healed. Fear says, the debt will bury you. Faith declares, I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. Fear says, you are forgotten. Faith declares, you are chosen, loved, and seen. Faith declares what fear tries to silence. I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. The way to silence fear is not to hide from it, but to speak my promises with authority. Open your mouth and declare what I have already spoken, and you will watch it come alive before your eyes. Do you remember the story of Paul and Silas? They were beaten, chained, and locked deep within a prison cell. To the world, their situation was sealed and hopeless. But at midnight, instead of complaining, they raised their voices in worship. Their songs carried such power that the very foundations of the prison trembled, the doors swung open, and their chains fell loose. That is the transforming power of worship in your darkest hour. Right now, I am asking you not to lift your voice in despair, but in praise. Your praise will open locked doors. Your worship will break chains that held you for years. Your thanksgiving will accelerate the miracle I already set in motion for you. If you believe that your worship is a weapon of victory, declare it boldly. Comment 222. Hear me clearly. Beloved, you are not an accident. Your life is not a random string of events. You were chosen, handpicked, set apart, and sealed with my spirit. Before you ever took your first breath, I knew you. Before you spoke your first word, I had already called you. Your life carries meaning far beyond what you can see right now. Every setback, every hardship, every delay has not been wasted. It has all been preparing you for this very hour. The testimony I am writing in your life will not only strengthen you, it will ignite faith in countless others who hear it. So stand boldly. Walk forward with confidence. You are wrapped in my righteousness, covered by the blood of my Son, and sealed by my Spirit. No demon can pluck you from my hand. No curse can land upon your life. No plan of the enemy will prosper against you. You are under divine protection, and I myself will fight for you. Remember, the battle is not yours, it is mine. Stand still and watch the deliverance of the Lord. Do not underestimate what I am doing in this season. The miracle released today is not confined to your present. It is also securing your future. It is opening doors you haven't yet thought to knock on. It is aligning you with people you haven't even met yet. It is setting opportunities in place that will unfold at the perfect moment. I am not the author of accidents. I am the God of divine timing. So even when my timing seems hidden from you, trust me, I am aligning every detail. This is why I say with urgency and tenderness, today, August 25th, is not ordinary. Just 3 minutes ago, heaven released a miracle carrying your name. The hosts of angels are already guiding it toward your life. But I must remind you in love, do not close your heart. Do not let doubt creep in. Do not allow distractions to rob you of what I have already released. The gift I have sent is holy, powerful, and life-changing. Treat it with reverence, for this is the moment I have chosen to reveal my presence in your life. If you are ready to step fully into this blessing, lift your voice in faith, comment amen. For too long you have looked at others rising and wondered, why not me? You have whispered in the silence, has God forgotten me? Have my prayers been overlooked? Child, I say to you now, I have not forgotten. I have not abandoned you. Your name is engraved upon the palms of my hands. Your cries are written in my book. Your tears have not been wasted. They have watered the very ground where your miracle is now springing forth. The delay was never denial, it was preparation. Remember Joseph, my servant, betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and left in prison. Men forgot him, but I never did. And in a single day, I lifted him from the dungeon to the palace. What looked like wasted years became the very pathway into destiny. So it will be with you. You will see why doors closed. You will understand why people walked away. You will look back and realize that even the driest seasons were working for your good. None of it was meant to destroy you. It was all to position you for the abundance that is now on its way. Do not let your heart grow weary now. Do not let yesterday's heaviness blind you to today's miracle. Even in this very moment, my spirit is breathing new life into you. I am restoring your strength. I am renewing your hope. I am awakening your faith. You thought you had come to the end, but I am declaring this is your new beginning. You thought the story was finished, but I am writing a new chapter with my own hand of glory. You thought the flames would swallow you whole, but just like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you will walk out untouched, without even the faint smell of smoke upon you. The fire was not meant to destroy you, but to reveal that I am with you in the heat of every trial. Child, understand this clearly. I did not call you simply to survive. I did not send my son so you could live half-healed, half-blessed, or half-complete. I called you to live in fullness, in victory, in abundance. My son gave his life so that you might live life to the fullest, overflowing with blessing and covered in wholeness. The miracle I have released over you is not a quick patch, not a temporary fix. It is complete restoration. It will go deeper than surface wounds and touch the hidden places of your heart. It will heal scars you thought would remain forever. It will rebuild what was torn down, multiply what was lacking, and revive what was declared dead. If you believe abundance is being poured into your life even now, speak it out. Comment 111. But listen closely, this is not only about receiving, it is about standing firm. You must stay anchored in my word. When the winds rise and the waters roar, my promises are your unshakable foundation. Did I not declare in Isaiah 55 verse 11 that my word will never return empty, but will always accomplish what I purpose and prosper in the assignment for which I sent it? Every word I have spoken over you is alive. It is active, moving, and producing results even when your eyes cannot see them yet. The prayers prayed in faith, the prophecies spoken over your life, and the promises written in Scripture are now breaking through the soil. Trust the seed, even before you see the sprout. Trust the root, even before you taste the fruit. The harvest is already on its way. The enemy, of course, will try to cloud your vision. He will whisper lies. Nothing has changed. The pain is still here. The miracle is delayed. He used the same tactics in the wilderness, tempting my son with twisted words and false solutions. But Jesus stood firm, answering with truth, and the enemy fled. You too must fight with my word. Speak it over your household. Declare it over your body. Proclaim it over your future. My word is sharper than any sword. It will cut down lies and silence the accuser. Prepare yourself, because the miracle I sent is not meant for you alone. It will spill over, touching your family, your community, and even strangers who encounter your story. People will look at your life and recognize that only I could have done this. Your testimony will carry weight. Your breakthrough will spark hope in the weary. Your healing will shout of my power. What I am releasing through you is larger than one person. It is for the sake of my kingdom, and its echo will last beyond your lifetime. Do not try to calculate how the blessing will come. My miracles do not fit into logic. Sarah laughed at the thought of holding a child in her old age, but she cradled Isaac in her arms. Peter thought his nets were empty for good, but at my command, they overflowed. The widow gave her last handful of flour and a drop of oil, yet her jar never ran dry. I am not limited by your reasoning or bound by your understanding. I am the God who brings water from a rock, who breathes life into dry bones, who turns ashes into beauty. I know your fears. I know the doubts you've buried deep inside, the thoughts you never voiced aloud. I know you've whispered, maybe it's too late for me. But hear me, it is not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too old. You are not too far gone. My timing is perfect, and today is written in heaven as your day of divine reversal. August 25th will not fade as just another date. It will be remembered as the day heaven moved in your favor, the day the tide turned, the day I declared restoration over your life. Just as I gave my people a calendar marked by Passover, so this moment marks your story with my faithfulness. Remember it. Write it down. Speak of it often. For this day is sealed with divine favor. If you believe this, declare your faith. Comment 222. Lift your head high, beloved. Shake off the shame and the fear that tried to cling to you. You are redeemed by the blood of Jesus. The very spirit that raised him from the grave now dwells in you. You are not weak. You are clothed with strength. You are not forgotten. You are engraved upon the palms of my hands. You are not cursed. You are blessed beyond measure. So rise in boldness. Walk in faith. Speak life. Stand tall, for the miracle I released is already at work in your life. It will manifest. It will transform, and it will bring glory to my name. Stay steady. Keep praising. Watch how I move on your behalf. For you are not alone on this journey. I go before you to prepare the way. I walk beside you as your companion. I guard behind you as your protector. Surely my goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, and you will dwell in my presence forever. I see the hidden battles. I see the secret tears. And I say to you, your story is shifting even now. I see the way you put on a brave face before others, wearing a smile so no one suspects the weight you carry. Yet when the crowd is gone and silence surrounds you, I see how you collapse under the heaviness of what you don't show anyone. I have heard the prayers you never dared to share with another soul, the whispered cries in the night, the desperate pleas wrapped in fear and pain. I have not missed a single one. Not once was I blind when tears fell from your eyes. Not once was I deaf when your heart cried out for help. Not once was I distant, even when you felt forgotten by everyone else. My hand has never left you. It has carried you through storms you thought would break you, battles you thought would end you, and valleys where you believed you would not survive. And now the miracle I have prepared will prove to you that every prayer was heard, every tear was counted, and every cry was seen. Do not give in to the lie that you are walking this path alone. Elijah once believed he was the only prophet left standing for me, but I reminded him of the thousands who had not bowed to Baal. Just as I encouraged him, I remind you now, though you may feel misunderstood and isolated, you are not abandoned. Unseen help has been with you every step of the way. My angels have walked beside you when you thought no one cared. My spirit has strengthened you when you felt your energy drain away. The very fact that you are still standing is proof that I have been carrying you all along. But hear this, I will not only sustain you, I will elevate you. I know the enemy has whispered that your time is over, that you missed your moment, that your mistakes have disqualified you. But I am the God who redeems lost years. Through the prophet Joel, I declared, I will restore the years the locusts have eaten. What you call wasted time, I call a foundation for what is coming. What you see as lost, I will multiply. I will crown this season with more abundance than you ever imagined possible. If you believe I can redeem your time and saturate this season with blessing, declare your faith. Comment 1111. Stop measuring your journey against anyone else's path. When Peter asked about John's future, my son told him, "What is that to you? You follow me." So I tell you today, do not cheapen the miracle I designed for you by comparing it with someone else's story. Your blessing is custom-made, your journey uniquely written, your miracle perfectly timed. Trust that I know exactly what you need, how you need it, and when it should come. Even in wilderness places, I provide. When my people hungered, I rained down manna. When they longed for meat, I sent quail. When they thirsted, I poured water from a rock. So do not doubt that I can sustain you in famine, clothe you in scarcity, and protect you in danger. The miracle I release today will carry provision into places you thought were barren. Life is springing up in your dry ground, and fruit will grow where you saw only emptiness. Do not let discouragement blind you to the signs I am sending. Remember Gideon. He called himself the weakest in his family, but I named him a mighty warrior. Remember David, dismissed and overlooked by his own household, yet I chose him as king. Remember Mary, humble and ordinary, yet I appointed her to carry my son. You see smallness, but I see greatness. You see flaws, but I see potential. You see failure, but I see redemption. My power shines brightest in your weakness, and I know exactly who you are and what I placed inside you. You ask, Lord, how will I know when the miracle arrives? It will come clothed in peace. My word declares, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. What comes from me will not bring fear or confusion. It will carry clarity, joy, and rest. It will align with my truth, not with deception. It will confirm my voice, not contradict it. And above all, it will draw you closer to me. My child, the miracle I am releasing now is not only for you. It is for your family line. I am breaking generational chains that held your household captive for years. Cycles of fear, poverty, sickness, and loss will not continue. I have drawn a line with my own hand and declared, no further. You will not pass down curses, you will pass down blessings. Your children will inherit freedom. Your home will overflow with peace. Your family will testify of provision. What seemed unbreakable is breaking right now under my power. If you believe chains are snapping and freedom is being established in your family today, comment 222. Prepare yourself, beloved, for joy. You have lived too long in survival mode, bracing for the next disappointment, anticipating the next storm. But I tell you, a new season has arrived. Lift your head, steady your heart, and open your spirit. For joy is rising, hope is awakening, and my miracle is unfolding even now. I declare over you, this is not a season of mourning, but a season of rejoicing. Your days of heaviness are lifting, and the sound of laughter will return to your lips. Your feet will dance again with freedom, and your soul will once more feel the weightlessness of my spirit resting upon you. Where ashes of sorrow have lingered, I am pouring out the oil of gladness. Where dread has stolen your mornings, I am restoring the joy of expectation. Where anxiety has robbed your nights, I am covering you with peace so deep that you will rest without fear. What I am sending into your life is not a temporary fix, not a fleeting relief. It is transformation. It will not only touch the circumstances around you, it will renew your heart within you. I am changing the atmosphere of your spirit. I am lifting the burdens that made you weary, and I am filling you with a hope that will not run dry. Do not be afraid of the opposition that rises against you. Every time I release a blessing, resistance always tries to meet it. But resistance is not defeat. It is a sign that breakthrough is near. Did Pharaoh not harden his heart when freedom for my people was at hand? Did Goliath not stand tall and boast loudly just before Israel saw victory through David? Did the storm not roar upon the waters when my disciples were on the edge of stepping into their destiny? So too, when you see resistance rising, know this truth. You are closer to your promise than you realize. Stand firm, my child. Do not let the shaking move you, for I myself am fighting on your behalf. The enemies that have surrounded you, the voices that have tormented you, the chains that have tried to hold you. Today I tell you, you will see them no more. Just as I drowned Pharaoh's army in the Red Sea, I will cause the powers that rise against you to collapse under the weight of my hand. Just as I silenced the storm with a word, I will bring stillness where there has been chaos. Just as David triumphed with a sling and a stone, I will cause the small faith you carry to bring down giants that once mocked you. Do not be afraid. The battle is not yours, it belongs to me. Lift your head and steady your heart, for your season of rejoicing is here.